Begin to set up your space so that you can be as comfortable as possible. You may want to put a pillow behind your head, under your knees, a blanket if you're feeling cool. Whatever you need to make the physical body feel as comfortable as possible so you can begin the process of relaxing to prepare yourself for Yoga Nidra. You may want to have your arms resting by your sides with the palms open, or bring the hands to the chest or the belly. During the practice of Yoga Nidra, the body rests deeply while you listen to the guidance. So it's important to let your body relax and be comfortable. Take some time to release any remaining tension by rotating your wrists and ankles, rocking your head from side to side, perhaps opening and closing the jaw. Bringing the chin slightly forward and down, tucking the chin slightly, allowing the neck to lengthen. Slide the shoulder blades a little bit down and back, letting the chest fall open. And allow your breath to move effortlessly, surrendering and softening into the support beneath you. If you haven't already done so, you can close your eyes and begin to notice the natural movement of the breath in and out of the body. Beginning by just observing your natural breath. No need to try to control it in any way. Noticing the movement of the abdomen, possibly the rib cage and the chest. Temperature of the breath. Cooler when it enters the body and warmer when you exhale. As you continue following the breath with smooth, even, gentle breathing, you may notice that your breath perhaps very naturally lengthens or slows just a bit. Every inhale making space in the body, and every exhale lengthening slightly, allowing you to sink into the force of gravity, feeling yourself supported by the earth. As you continue breathing in this way, allow the physical body to continue to soften, feeling supported and knowing that you don't need any effort. You are securely and safely held by the surface beneath you. During the practice of Yoga Nidra, the mind may naturally wander. Sometimes we even fall asleep. Your Yoga Nidra practice still benefits you, even if you're sleeping during it. But if you want to stay gently focused, Tell yourself that you will remain alert and aware. And whenever you notice the mind drifting, without any judgment, gently return it to a state of receptive listening. Now let's gently shift our attention to sensations that are present in the center of the chest, starting by just noticing physical sensations when you focus on the center of your chest. You may also notice emotions that bubble up from this area, simply noticing without judgment. Take a moment to focus here, asking yourself to listen in on any thoughts or feelings rising up. And you can pose a question to yourself. What is my most sincere desire? What is my truest intention at this moment? And if anything emerges for you at this moment, you can shape it into a short positive statement in the present tense. This is a sankalpa or a resolution. And if you've already been working with a sankalpa, I encourage you to continue until it feels deeply integrated. Otherwise, notice what arises for you in this moment. Create a sankalpa now. Once your sankalpa is clear in your mind, you can repeat it to yourself 3 times mentally with sincerity and conviction. Annamaya kosha, the physical body. Allow your attention to shift through the physical body, resting on each body part you hear and moving on to the next. Where attention goes, energy flows. Try to sense the fluid movement of awareness from one point to the next, starting at the tip of the tongue, the root of the tongue, the roof of the mouth, the floor of the mouth, inside of the right cheek, inside of the left cheek, deep inside the right jaw, deep inside the left jaw, the right inner ear, ear canal, the outside of the ear, the left inner ear, ear canal, and the outside of the ear. the upper lip, lower lip, the line between the lips, tip of the chin, center of the throat, the center of the chest, the solar plexus where the ribs come together, a space right above the navel, the tip of the tailbone. Back up, navel center, solar plexus, center of the chest, center of the throat, eyebrow center, and the crown of the head. Awareness shifts to the right hand thumb, second finger, third, fourth, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, the right wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, shoulder blade, collarbone, the center of the chest, the left hand thumb, second finger, third, fourth, fifth finger, palm of the left hand, back of the hand, the left wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, shoulder blade, collarbone, the center of the chest, the whole wingspan from the sternum, across the collarbones, the upper part of the rib cage, the shoulder girdle, the arms and the hands, all the way out through the fingertips. Awareness shifts to the right big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and fifth toe. Sole of the right foot, top of the foot, the right heel, ankle, lower leg, knee, thigh, the head of the femur in the socket of the hip, the outside of the pelvis like an elephant's ear, the sacrum. Shifting awareness to the left big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and fifth toe. Sole of the left foot, top of the foot, the heel, ankle, lower leg, knee, thigh, the head of the femur in the ball and socket joint of the hip, the outside of the pelvis like an elephant's ear, the sacrum, both legs stretching out from the pelvis all the way to the tips of the toes. The back of the body, backs of the heels, calf muscles, the backs of the thighs, buttocks, sacrum, the curve of the lower back, the middle back, shoulder blades, the backs of the shoulders, backs of the arms, backs of the forearms, the backs of the hands, the back of the neck, the back of the head, the whole back side of the body. The arms radiating away from the center of the chest, the legs radiating away from the sacrum, the whole back body in contact with the surface beneath you. Can you shift your awareness to the solar plexus where the ribs come together and imagine a line of energy running up to the crown of the head, out to the right fingertips, out to the left fingertips, down to the right toes, down to the left toes. The whole body, your whole body simultaneously resting in stillness. Shifting your awareness back to the automatic breath, effortlessly flowing in and out of the body. Can you follow the path of the breath through the body with detached awareness, not seeking to control it, but simply observing, noticing sensation, temperature of the breath as it moves past the tip of the nose, up through the nostrils. As you continue breathing naturally, following the breath past the back of the mouth, into the upper throat, all the way down into the lungs. Noticing the movement of the rib cage, if there is any, movement of the diaphragm, movement of the belly, following the breath all the way to the bottom of the lungs and all the way back out. As you continue following the sensation, the movement of the breath, notice how well you're able to maintain your focus without judgment, checking in, noticing if the mind begins to wander, and bringing your attention back to the sensation of breath from the tip of the nose all the way down into the belly and back. yoga, we practice to develop Viveka, or discernment. And through our practice, we learn to recognize the nature of the self and find stillness, rest, and constancy in our true nature. Viveka is learned through the discernment of truth versus falsehood, permanence versus impermanence, and the observer versus that which is observed. In yoga philosophy, the true nature of the self is pure awareness and observation. So everything that can be seen or observed is therefore not self. In order to practice this concept, we can use the mantra neti neti. The neti neti practice quiets and calms the inner self. Neti neti means not this, not that, or neither this nor that. And repeating the mantra reminds us, I am not that. Neti neti. Whether it is identity or physical body, our state of emotion, our current thoughts, we can repeat to ourselves, neti neti. Not this, not that. Remaining connected to the sensation of the breath, following the breath in and out of the body. Try to focus primarily on the breath, but understand that the nature of the mind is to shift and move from thought to thought. You don't need to control this or suppress it. As each thought arises, say to yourself mentally, neti, neti, neti. I am not this thought. I am not my reaction to this thought. I am not thought. Gently focus on the sensation of the breath, and whenever thoughts arise, repeat mentally to yourself, neti, neti, neti. Continuing for a few minutes longer, simply following the breath, the sensation of breath in and out of the body. And whenever you have a thought, repeating to yourself, neti, neti, neti. I am not this thought. I am not my reaction to this thought. I am not thoughts. And just a few moments longer, allowing your thoughts to arise, but remaining detached from them, repeating to yourself the mantra, neti, neti, neti. And release the meditation and draw your attention to the space between the eyebrows, the third eye center. Start by noticing whatever sensations are present there. In your mind's eye, imagine the space behind the third eye spread out in front of you like a movie screen. The Chitakasha inner space where all things, all thoughts rise up and pass away. Take a moment to simply watch any colors or shapes or images that might emerge here and allow them to drift away or dissolve. Simply watching the space of Chitakasha, noticing any phenomena that arise in this space with detached curiosity. No need to chase down or get involved with any of the thoughts or images or patterns that arise here. Simply observe them and notice how things emerge and they also dissolve away. And allow the Chitakasha space to become clear and empty. And within this space, let's imagine in perfect clarity an expanse of clear blue sky, completely cloudless, without variation, clear blue sky in every direction. Though many phenomena may pass over the sky remains always present, never really changed. See if you can visualize in the far distance gray clouds moving in. Clouds rushing up to cover the blue sky. As they move closer, the sky darkens, the clouds become more dense and heavy, and drops of rain begin to fall. Visualizing the storm now, the rain becoming heavier and heavier. The sky is dark. You may see flashes of lightning. You may hear wind and rain, even thunder. Visualizing a heavy thunderstorm in your mind's eye. After some time, the rain might start to slow down. Raindrops become a little smaller, increasingly infrequent, perhaps stopping completely. The clouds, relieved of the weight of the rain, have become lighter. They begin to break apart showing bits of blue behind them. The clouds become wispy and dissipate in the wind. Finally, the clear blue sky is revealed, completely unmarred by any phenomena, unaffected by the storm that has passed in front of it. The sky, as we know, was there the whole time, only obscured. And in the same way, the clear, still, pure awareness of the self is always present. It simply becomes obscured by whatever phenomena are passing over it at a given time. Allowing this image of clear blue sky to cover the entire field of vision in your mind's eye. Simply rest in this clear and quiet space. When the storm has cleared, we can rest for a moment in detached peace. Bring your attention back to the center of the chest. Take a moment to notice whatever sensations, emotions are present there. And bring back to mind your sankalpa or resolve. Holding it in your mind, can you repeat it to yourself 3 times mentally with sincerity and conviction. And as you send your intentions inward to your own life, can you equally send them outward into the rest of the world? Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May all beings be happy. May all be free from illness. May all be liberated. And may none suffer. Om. Peace, peace, peace. And bring our awareness back into the physical body, starting by noticing the parts of your body that are in contact with the support beneath you. Noticing the sensation of gravity acting on the physical body. And the feeling of being gently pressed back and down into the floor or wherever you are resting or practicing. Beginning to feel wakefulness flow through the limbs. As the physical body begins to wake up, noticing sensations on the skin, texture of clothing, temperature, the movement of air. And we'll take 3 deep belly breaths, expanding the belly like a balloon, and exhaling all of the air out through an open mouth. Inhaling through the nose, and exhaling through an open mouth. Inhaling through the nose, and exhaling all the air out. And one more time, inhaling through the nose, and exhaling through an open mouth. You may start to want to bring movement into the body, following your natural inclinations, starting with small movements, perhaps in the fingers and toes. Follow your impulses here, as if you're just waking up from a long nap, noticing where your body wants to move. Maybe these movements become a little bit bigger, circling of the ankles and wrists, rotation of the hip in the hip joint, rocking the neck from side to side, releasing tension that might have accumulated in the jaw by opening and closing the mouth. It's natural to want to yawn at this time. You may want to stretch the arms away from the toes, following the natural movements of the body. Then eventually rolling over onto one side, taking a moment to enjoy the interstitial space between the state of Yoga Nidra and of normal wakefulness, noticing sensations that are present in the body. And slowly, as you feel ready, pressing yourself up into a seated position with the spine long. Mentally checking in with the state of the physical body at this time. Whatever sensations are present without judgment. Noticing the state of your breath and the state of your thoughts. And if you like, you can take the palms of the hands in front of the heart, letting your thumbs lightly touch the sternum. And as you fold forward, thumbs touching the eyebrow center. Hariom Tat Sat. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete.